get your lightsabers back out. It's time for more Super Star Wars, and it's The Empire Strikes Back. Super Empire Strikes Back? The Super Empire? What? I don't know. Anyway, it's on the Super Nintendo, part of the trilogy, I suppose you'd call it. Yeah, it would be, wouldn't it? The trilogy of games, mirroring the films. Yes, I'm putting it on easy, because it's still damn hard. Harder than a Sith Lord. Came out a year after the original, this one. 1993, LucasArts Entertainment, programmed by Sculptered Software, and licensed by Nintendo. In a long time, in a galaxy far, far away, off we go again. Ding! Yes, Star Wars big at the moment. The revival of Star Wars, who would have thought? Been going since 70, 77, 79? I don't know, I can't remember. It's been going so long I've forgotten. I'm getting old in my age. Aging my old. But this is my favourite film, actually, of the original trilogy. I think a lot of people like The Empire Strikes Back. It is their favourite. Some people argue that Jedi is their favourite, but mine is this, and a lot of people are nodding along as they listen to me. Nice little intro here. Star Destroyer coming towards us in glorious blocky Mode 7 there. Lots of use of Mode 7 in this. Again, it's just like the first game, lots of nice little cutscenes. Follows the plot quite well. The famous scenes, for instance, here we go to Hoth. So we start on Hoth just like the film does. Little remote monitoring droids and all that business. And off we go as Luke. Here he is, and he's got his lightsaber out, staring you down, ready for action. And he goes straight into the action as well. No messing around with this. They're on you instantly. And I think this is probably out of the three Super Star Wars games, this is the hardest one. I find it the hardest one, to be honest. There's a few differences between this and oh blimey, big snowball in the face nearly. There we go. Bounce over my head. A few slight differences. There's a two weapon system in this one. So you start off with like Luke, for instance, starts off with a blaster and a lightsaber. You can switch between the two. Later on, when you was nearly turned into a snowman. Go away! Get on me tauntaun. Ah! This gives you a bit of extra life in this first stage. You can get knocked off the tauntaun. Echo 3 base to Echo base. Come in. There's a meteorite that's hit the ground near here. I want to check it out. I won't take long. Yes, sir. We've heard all that story before, haven't we? But it's very nicely presented. Graphically, it's really, really attractive. Typical Super Nintendo style. Got me blaster out now. Bit of blasting action. The lightsaber's not really much cop when you're on top of the tauntaun. And there's a tad bit of slowdown going on here as well when you're on the tauntaun, and there's a lot of enemies on screen. So, you know, I suppose you can forgive it for that. Especially with it snowing. Oh, it's got bloody spikes coming out the ground and everything. Oh, it's good action-packed stuff. But very, very hard. A lot of people don't like the Super Star Wars trilogy on the Super Nintendo because of its difficulty, and you know, you can sort of understand that. But for a movie license, you know, it's really done well. The music is really good, fantastic music. Graphically, styles cool. And the fact that it follows the plot quite closely is also, I mean, a lot of movie franchises just don't do that, do they? They just make, oh look, bit naughty slow down there, ooh, bit naughty slow down there. Look at that thing in the end. Oh, what the hell is it? Looks like a sprite from some spirit. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm getting off this tauntaun now. You're getting in my way. Come on, let's go. Put that extra life on. God, I got battered. So at close quarters combat, actually the lightsaber's much better because it's more powerful than the blaster in this section. So later on you can play as Han Solo. He did shoot first. Well, we made that gag already in the first video, this first NRG. And you can play as Chewbacca as well. And also they've got alternate weapons as well. I think Han has a grenade as his secondary weapon, and Chewie has some sort of physical attack. Yeah, lightsabering. See, that's probably the best move you can do, the spin. Sort of hit everything in sight. Can't hit them bloody droids though. Why can't I hit them droids? Come on. Yo, yes, there you go. Shoot. There you go. See, you got to shoot. Long stages in this game, very long stages, and so there's alternates between the run and gun, which primarily is the... Blimey. Oh, yeah, I kind of shouldn't have fallen down there. That's Dead Taunton and Dead Luke. Whoops. Sorry, very ring rusty at this. Very rusty. And I've still got the third game to play as well. My God, it's years since I played Super Return of the Jedi. But I've never managed to complete Empire Strikes Back, but it does have the password system, which is good because the first game didn't have that. So this at least does have a password system, so you don't have to complete it in one sitting. And it's generally tightened up on the mechanics. Graphics are a little bit better, of course, and sound is pretty much identical, but it's still rock hard, and it's probably harder, like I say, than the first game. Collect the hearts, keep your lightsaber energy bar going. Oh yes. Long stage, this Hoth stage, and I'm probably not going to get through it in this NRG, but we'll see where we go. These fucking flying bat things, get out of my way! Later on, you can pick up Force energies, not sure what they're called, but Luke can have a bit of Force power later on in the game, which is cool. And the end of battle, end of game bod baddie is, of course, Vader himself. So, I don't think you win it. I'm not sure how you're supposed to win it if it's following the plot of the film. Obviously, you're going to have a lightsaber battle and he chops your hand off. I just dare. Thermal detonator! Boom! Look at this. Look at these spikes in this. Yeah! You can lose your bearings as well in this snow level. Especially when you don't know what's underneath you sometimes. Sometimes there's platforms underneath you. You need to get down and access certain areas. There's quite a bit of exploration in this. A little bit of Metroidvania going on in certain places. So it's definitely an expansion and improvement over the first game. It's a shame about that slowdown though. It's a pity. It's a big pity. Health sword. Come on. Oh, this is going on for 8. Like I said, they are long stages in this. It seems they go on forever, but I want to get to the cave stage at least. I want to get there with my Taunton still. I've still got the Taunton, this time without falling down a hole and basically being a jerk by committing suicide. The respawning of these creatures, oh, it's endless. Got to keep moving. There we go, in the cave. Oh, it took a while, but we're there at last. Spend a bit of time in there, and then we'll call it a day. I'm only. Oh. Yeah! Oh, that's satisfying. That's satisfying. These bat things flying around in here. This is when the lightsaber comes into its own. It's the sort of thing you need. Oh! We jumped there. That's a thing. That's it. That's it. The blaster power. That's what I wanted. I knew it was up there. That thing's horrible. Don't think the spikes can actually hurt you when you do that sort of jump there. It's really, which is a really weird thing, because if you fall on spikes, they'll hurt you. But if you jump into spikes, they appear to hurt you, which is a bit of an anomaly, I'd say. Don't get... Oh! Frozen solid like a bloody popsicle. Go away. Bang. I blast you in face. Get... Oh, nearly slipped off there. There's a little bit of slippy dynamics there to the snow. Is he going to... Don't freeze me again. There you go. What's this thing? Ah, that's a bit of force power, I think. No, shields. Ooh. Yep, down there. Get you, son. See, look, he'll drop back in. Go over here. There you go. See, look, he comes back instantly. The respawning of their enemies is frantic. And there he goes again. He's back again. God, they're always on you. Jump up. Up. Remember correctly. Oh, you can see you get lost again. It's a good fun game, though. Plenty of replay value in it, certainly, if you can persevere without wrecking your controller and sort of swinging it around like an angry lightsabering lunatic. But yeah, it's part of the trilogy, and it's a really good game. And I think it's one of the ones that most people have in their Super Nintendo collection when you're not frozen solid like a block of ice like that. Go away. Oh shit! Come on, they blast you in face. There we go. And on that final blast, I think we'll call it a day. And that's... There we go, Super Star Wars Empire Strikes Back on the Super Nintendo. And I think I might be coming back for another one of these games soon. We'll see. It might be Return of the Jedi. Anyway, may the Force be with you. Novabug out.